Lorraine Massey sought out to educate the masses on the maintenance of curly hair and developed the Curly Girl method, which took the curl community by storm, so much so that she authored the Curly Girl Handbook, which was a New York Times bestseller, and she established the Devachansalons, which is best known for the Diva Cut. In 2002, DevaCurl launched its first no-poo cleanser, and by 2013, it was on its way to being the most influential and recognizable hair care brand of all time. 2013 was the same year the social media bubble exploded, and you couldn't escape the hold DevaCurl had on the YouTube community. DevaCurl literally turned normal everyday consumers into overnight curl influencers. 2016 was the year that I was introduced to DevaCurl on my journey to finding the products that were gonna leave my hair looking poppin'. Insert Hi Felicia. Hi Felicia was one of the first curl influencers that I fell in love with. Literally, the techniques that she used for curl definition were the building blocks for my curly hair routine, and she exclusively used DevaCurl.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I was just using the hashtag every day, posting my curls, just doing so many videos. DevaCurl reached out to me and asked me to sign a year-long contract. And they said, we would like for you to be on one of our boxes. It started my relationship with them, and I became an influencer.
I became a DevaCurl evangelist using only their products and getting everyone around me to love their products just as much as I did.
What is your favorite DevaCurl product?
My favorite DevaCurl product is the Super Cream.
Yes.
Because look at these curls.
Moisturize.
Moisturize.
Yes.
Out here, living my best curl life. My curls were flourishing, I was getting compliments on the daily, which just boosted my ego. And me and DevaCurl lived in curl heaven for 3 years straight. Towards the end of 2019, I started noticing my curls, which up until that point were fire, started looking dry and lackluster and didn't have the same definition they once used to. At the same time, whenever I would wash my hair, I would notice more and more hair fallout in the shower than I was used to. But did I think it was the products? Of course not. Insert Stephanie Merrill. Stephanie was one of the first creators to question DevaCurl with countless videos shedding light to whether DevaCurl was causing hair loss and damage to her many clients.
After I married my husband, I was gonna grow my hair out for the first time healthy, and I was only gonna use DevaCurl. And that went really well for only a few months, unfortunately.
We started seeing a lot of her hair on the floor. And one day she got really close to the mirror, and that's where she saw the bald spots.
I had a few breakouts, like allergic reaction, that seemed to have no external trigger.
Her hands used to turn super red.
I rashed out all over my chest, and my ears would ring, like, with a loud shrieking noise or sounding like I'm underwater.
And she got tested for everything. She didn't know what to do because most doctors couldn't give her an answer.
Being in denial, I quickly got offended and wanted to defend DevaCurl to the end, knowing damn well that I had issues with my own hair, but I didn't want to admit that they were coming from my beloved DevaCurl products. Insert the thousands of people sharing their horror stories with DevaCurl.
First story right now, the popular hair care brand DevaCurl is under fire this morning. Several people claiming the company's products have damaged their hair and even caused balding, and now some users are suing. Janae, you've got more on this one.
Right, so this one has a lot of people, a lot of beauty influencers and curl enthusiasts talking online. They say the products that were meant to help their hair that they thought was going to make it more curly was actually damaging it and in some cases making their hair fall out.
It's the brand that championed the natural curly hair movement. DevaCurl opening salons and certifying hundreds of stylists all around the country with their first-of-its-kind line of products made specifically for curly hair types and textures. But this morning, the popular hair care brand is facing major backlash.
So Mia was impacted by the DevaCurl products. I kept getting clients who said they had damage and hair loss. So I created the Facebook group called Hair Damage and Hair Loss from DevaCurl. You're not crazy or alone. And then it started growing and growing.
I was noticing the amount of hair loss in the shower, and I was having hair coming out by the handful. It just started falling out in clumps. It was just super dry and brittle. Acne all over the hairline. I would wake up and I would have scabs. I had scabs in the back of my neck, like eczema. My scalp will be inflamed. I started getting a rash on my hands. And I would get very lightheaded. I realized this is a lot bigger of an issue than I thought it was.
DevaCurl initially was not paying the controversy any mind. For weeks, customers flooded their social media pages asking them to respond, and it was in silence. Eventually, the scandal became way too big for them not to say anything, and they went into PR overdrive, creating a site explaining the safety of their products and how using DevaCurl products couldn't possibly be causing people's hair to fall out. Instead of admitting fault, DevaCurl said that if you made purchases through them, you can get a full money back return. But by that point, trust in the brand had diminished, and the respect that people once had for DevaCurl was lost forever.
In 2018, I had done a video for them, and the very next day, I woke up with hives all over my face. I had hives on my ears, my neck, anywhere my hair touched, I had hives. So to realize that maybe the products that I had been loving were causing me all of the problems that I'd been dealing with, it kind of hit almost like bricks.
No one knew this was going to happen. We don't work at the company. We don't make the formulas. We just knew that we loved it at some point, and we were happy to share it with you guys because it worked for us. Therefore, we wanted it to work for you. So now that we know that it's not working for us anymore, I think it's also our responsibility to let you know that it's no longer working.
At this point, there was no denying that my hair issues were being caused by DevaCurl, so I decided to do a test. I would stop using DevaCurl products for a month and see if I would see any difference in my hair. Lo and behold, after month 1, I started seeing life back into my curls. It was looking shiny, my definition was starting to come back, and I was losing less and less hair in the shower. 6 months later, my hair was back and better than ever.
DevaCurl was founded in New York in 1994, but the company has since been sold. I reached out to the new owner, Henkel, with these complaints, and they told me they represent only a fraction of 1% of the millions of people who regularly enjoy DevaCurl products. But they say they are conducting additional testing with an independent party.
Eventually, DevaCurl did reformulate their products and changed up their packaging.
As is common in the hair care industry, we periodically make minor ingredient updates to some of our products. Believe us, it's not something we do often or on a whim. We reformulate when it will improve quality, enhance the product's performance, or to comply with the latest regulatory requirements. But no matter the reason, when we reformulate, we do it for the better of your curls.
And went into full overdrive doing Instagram lives with chemists and stylists weekly to hold on to the glory they once had. What was once one of the most sought after and respected brands in the curly hair community is now being heavily discounted and could be found in discount stores like Dollarama. A lack of transparency, inadequate attention to a scandal, and loss of trust from consumers is what led to the fall from grace of the once beloved DevaCurl. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down below in the comments if you or anyone you know has experienced issues with DevaCurl products in the past. What do you think about them reformulating their products? And do you think that DevaCurl can ever get your trust back? Also, follow me on Instagram at thecurlpapi because you already know I'll be posting some fleeky pics out here. And until next time, guys, bye.